trying to be on a positive light because my words,
words
really hurt people, and I don't.
Apparently, Tremel's episode hasn't aired yet. Because had it.
Is that a cup of mess?
No. All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our wonderful show, Kingz and Konversation. It's so good to be here with my niggas. Ow. And we're getting ready to have a conversation about G-Status ATL Hustle. And we're so excited because we get a chance to have a conversation with who I believe is the star of the show. And that's my personal reasons. I will talk about that in a few. Mr. Sherrod, how are you, sir?
I'm blessed. How are you guys?
Okay, so we didn't do our introductions, and they get on me about that every single time. I'm Mike.
Sherrod is rocking. You okay over here?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just excited.
Okay.
I think he has a lot to say, but I'm Mike.
I'm Enrique.
And I'm Thighs. I'm Mocha. You better let the whole flow.
I think Mocha is thizing him up.
Yeah, that was good.
I like that.
That was good. You okay, Mo?
I'm good.
Them pants all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got some
I'm good. They got some stretch in them?
Yeah, they got a little stretch. Thank God.
Thank God. All right, so we have been following G-Status, ATL Hustle, and we have been pretty much enjoying the season. You all have had some rough spots, and I said this the first season when we first started to review the show a couple years ago, that I felt like you were the star of the show. I felt like the show was kind of built around you, and your storyline, and then from there it just kind of expanded. I'm going to say the same things I say to you on this show, I say in the gym when we see each other. And I believe that you're going to keep it real. And we want your perspective and from your experience. Okay. One thing I know about experiences is that everybody pretty much tells the truth. They just tell their point of view. Right. And what your point of view may not be someone else's. So who's going to kick it off? You gonna kick it off?
You've already kicked it.
Let me say this.
Let me say something. I want the person who begs to differ the most to kick it off.
I don't think none of us feel that way. But I'm gonna say this about this bitch right here. You are killing this look today.
Thank you.
I'm not talking about you.
Not you, bitch.
My bad.
But okay, so we're gonna jump into the review of episode 7 in conjunction with having Sherrod to interject and tell his views and points and things. I think I'm gonna start backwards because by you being here, we want to talk about your fashion show.
That's
first.
a good idea.
We saw that you were a part of the Walk,
Walk fashion show,
and I'm gonna tell you this, and I've said it before you even got here. I hate that hairstyle. I love this on
yes.
That hairstyle but when they took the still photo, I said, okay, I see it.
Yeah, it was a look for me. Like it was different, and this season my hairstyles was all over the place.
We saw.
But I said it behind the scenes photo shoot. I was like, one thing they're gonna say is Sherrod got a different hairstyle every season.
Yeah.
And I wanted, because dare to be different. I'm like, I don't want to be the same. It's a new season.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't want to carry that same red bag like December.
I didn't want to be the same. No.
Okay.
This is my first time ever being introduced to a Sherrod. When I first started watching G-Status, it was my first time ever hearing of you. And what I noticed from the very beginning is that you were in season 1, correct? Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of things you went through in season 1, and then you came into season 2, and you were like, you know what? I'm not taking, and I'm not dealing, and woo. And I just want to know, because it seems to me like there's always, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it seems like there's always something dealing with you. They always find a way to put you in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to know, like, how can I word this? What is the message that you want to convey to people like me who are just getting to know you and really don't have, an understanding or a real understanding of who you really are and what your main goals are for even being on the show? Because I know, you have different things going on, but what do you want the world?
I would say, just it's simple. Don't judge a book by its cover, and before you do, make sure you read the whole book.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you have a relatable page as well.
Oh,
so my thing is, people just get to know somebody. Don't judge, because I've been guilty of it. Everybody's been guilty of it. Like, oh, I don't like him, da da da. But then we actually have a lot in common.
Right. But why do you think you're always in the mix?
Because I live my life. I live my life openly, and when you live your life openly, it gives people a reason to come at you, or it's a dagger or a target, and it's easy to break you down. And I have been broke down, on and off the show. However, it's being on the show and having certain conversations with different people that I developed a tough skin. And words hurt.
They do.
Words hurt, but physicalities hurt harder. But at the end of the day, it's just all about being strong and just standing on your own 2 feet and owning your shit. Right. And then that way, I don't care what the fuck you got to say.
Right.
Because half of everybody that has something to say about you, you already know what that means.
Right. I know one of the things that they keep throwing at you constantly, and it makes me upset because I am a sex worker, and they always come for you with OnlyFans. Now, I'm sure that all of them are smashing on that show, and ain't none of them getting paid, but they're complaining about you having OnlyFans or being on OnlyFans when you making a check.
Well, I've said this secretly, and I was like, somebody off cast subscribe. And that's all I'm saying.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just said secretly.
Oh.
But, at the end of the day, sex worker, hoe, slut, get around, whatever. At the end of the day,
right.
The hashtag remains, but you wanted a piece. Okay? And I'm not taking that back. And I have a new hashtag, and I can't wait till we get to that.
What you gonna say, Enrique?
I ain't got nothing to say.
Well, what I have noticed, about G Status is that a lot of people on there are, it seems to me, I don't know if maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me when people are confronted with things that they do or that they're involved in, they don't want to live in it. And I just feel that, if people would just, live in their truth and own what they're doing, then you don't have to, you're going to get more respect again. And you're not going to have to, it's not going to bother you when people throw things at you. Like when people throw things at me and I know that I'm involved in it, I know that I've done it, I'm like, okay, what are you saying? I mean, it's not like I'm ashamed of it. It's not like I'm running from it. And I think the issue with a lot of people on G Status is, I'm not going to name any names, is that they all want to have a certain image and they all want to try
they
to
all want to
be
earn
a
a
certain,
G.
they all want to try to be a certain way, but they don't want to live in their truths. And I think that's why you have
I get so much
issues and problems because you live in it and you don't try to, avoid it or hide it.
And
you
let me
walk
tell
in
you,
it.
it's the same people that come and sit on your couch and be like, yeah, da 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 da, and you gotta present yourself like this and da da. But it'd be the same ones off camera that be like, I don't do you da 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 shit. I'll be terrible. And so I'll be confused, like, well, where's that energy on the camera?
They're putting on for the viewers.
Exactly. And
go ahead.
Can I just put? I don't
Go
want to put
ahead.
nobody.
No, I mean, you're free to say
I know
whatever
you
you
love
want
your
to say.
children. I know you love your
I
godchildren.
love
you got nothing to do with nothing. You got going on. That's your life.
But no. I'm talking about as far as my castmates.
I got you. That's what I'm saying.
But But this person, and I'm gonna just say, well, I fucks with our guy.
Right.
I fucks with our guy. At first we had our differences or whatever, but I seen him off camera one day, and we had a discussion, and he was just like, such and such. But then I was like, well, damn, where'd that person go? Like, I'm confused. Like, where are you?
What did he say?
He was just saying, like, why can't we all be cordial? And you do sex, da 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 da. I'm a freak, da da da. But then,
our guy's a freak.
I mean, well, he.
So in other words, he was condoning.
Yes.
What you did, and then
everybody does.
And then, but they get on that camera.
Yes.
And they act like it's a big
everybody
issue.
does it, and the person that Devon.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since he got on that screen, it's been Dre somebody do drugs, Sherrod is a hoe. Dre somebody do drugs, Sherrod is a hoe. Dre somebody do drugs, Sherrod is a hoe. I never once mentioned this boy until our storyline came up.
Right.
You keep saying that, but you do these things that you shame us for.
What things does he do?
Drugs and sex.
And you know this.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you this. This is what I want to say. Not everybody.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I take that back. Now, did I see him personally do
That's
it?
what I'm talking about.
Did I see him personally do it? No. However, whether he does it or not, it's just the fact that don't make me feel bad for doing what I do when secretly or deep down you like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I just don't get that. It's very contradicting for you to say one thing and then do another. Like, I don't do that shit. I'm grown. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And then another thing. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I hate it when people be talking about meth and this and that. Let me tell you something. Y'all be throwing drugs out there as if it's a reed and it's a dagger. No, you don't know what a person is going through.
It's an
because
illness.
them same drugs that they experimenting with or whatever, that can kill them and that can hurt them. And then by you putting that out there, then you like, oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. You damn right. Just like that rumor with Corday saying that I need to go to the clinic and I had AIDS and this and this and that. Has yet
Wait a minute, Corday said that?
Yes, you didn't see that last season?
Well, okay, once me and Ty were no longer together, I was no longer involved. Yeah.
And he has yet to apologize, and he act like he didn't do nothing wrong, and that kind of hurt my career.
Corday, you need to fix that.
That kind of hurt my career because people didn't want to book me, they didn't want to affiliate with the show.
Why? Because of HIV or AIDS?
Because of what he said.
Wow.
We do live in it
because I felt like you were.
Wait a minute, hold on.
But it was what he said and how he said it.
Women, do we live in Atlanta? Mm-hmm. No. I just want to make sure. Are we in Atlanta?
Right.
But you know how things are. Devon even talked about it on this episode when he said that some of the commentary that was put out by him stopped him from getting bookings.
Right.
Because,
but that was also because he was fighting. I want to make sure that
I'm just saying,
we make that clear.
But see, me and Corday never got into a fight. He just couldn't take the fact that I aired his shit out. And he tried to use that like, oh, well, you need to go to the clinic, and you got this, and you got to take your blue pill. But you're saying all this, but I could remember specifically you giving somebody something called herpes.
Okay, so let me say this. A lot of times people ask me, for some reason...
That was a petty moment, I'm sorry.
That was very petty, and I was getting ready to call you out on it.
I love that video.
One of the reasons why I feel like I fuck with you is because that even when people see us in the gym, I remember someone took a picture and they sent it to me and they were like, oh, you cool with him? And I'm like, yes, I think it is. I think I'm cool with you because I love your realness. From what I know, you've never lied to me. You've always been very honest. You've been very open. And I like that. And when there are people who don't live as honest and open as us, we are intimidating to them, especially when we hold their secrets. This is the reason why when people talk about me, everybody in the world knows Michael Hurd is the bad guy. I'm the hoe. I'm the liar. I'm the cheat. I'm this. I'm that. I am whatever people said that I am. But one thing I know for sure is that I live my truth.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? People can call me whatever. Exes can put out whatever the fuck they want. They can say anything. But it doesn't matter. I live my truth. And that's what makes you scary to the people on your show. Especially when they have secrets that they're trying to hide.
Right. But at one point I was scared of myself because I didn't know how to own it and I didn't know how to walk
Me
it.
neither.
So I was shawning away and I was denying it so much that I actually believed my lies. To the point where I was like, wait a minute.
I'm with you.
I was like, hold the fucking one. I did do that. That is me.
Right.
Like, if you're going to book me, bitch, you're going to book me because I'm good at acting, modeling, dancing, and sucking some dick.
Damn.
Okay? So it's just like, you're going to have to take it.
That's exactly how I feel. If people cannot take me for who I am and
Yeah.
what I give and my truth, then you don't deserve me.
Yeah, and I mean, I hate to be vulgar and open, but it's like, look, I got a birthday coming up. I'm getting older. I ain't getting no younger. Like, I got to say what the fuck I got to say. I got to do what I got to do before I leave this earth.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna switch gears because he didn't suck dick, and
which never mind. I'll talk about that in a minute.
So when the episode opens up,
and let me put this out here because a lot of people think that me and you have filmed on OnlyFans. We have not filmed on OnlyFans yet. But we have had conversation, but we've never done anything yet. So I want to make sure we put that out there.
We have not done anything.
Yeah, we have not done anything.
There's no pictures. There's no secret video.
There, because people honestly believe that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. And we weren't not messing around when I was with Ty.
We weren't, and I don't know where that came from.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. No, because you need to switch these gears. But let me say this: the people who I did mess around with. Nobody, when I was with Ty, nobody would ever know. It's not the obvious people. So,
and then I don't want that stigma or a title. I don't go around seeing what people mean.
You don't. And I've known scenarios. Okay,
but
change the energy. I'm sorry.
Oh, here we go.
Wait,
I knew
hand me
this.
that bill.
Wait, because he got to say what he got to say now. He just sat back.
Now listen.
Let me sit back too.
I'm not saying he never have because this show showed that he did.
Okay, that's where I was going with that. I was like, now come on now, man. I know what you just said.
That's not a practice.
You don't practice home wrecking. But what was the exception that made you...
Now listen to this.
It's not a home if it was a room for rent.
I'm not hitting that. I'm not hitting that. When you petty, I'm not hitting that.
Well, listen. And you correct me if I'm wrong because there may be some things that I don't know because I just kind of know a little bit of the story. So when old dude, I don't know his name,
Dewan,
when he approached you and said that hey, it don't have. I know I got a man, and you know I got a man. But listen, I'm going to give you this, and you give me that. What made him the exception?
I met him at Rain years back in the parking lot. I was like, oh, he fine, we took a picture.
He is cute.
We took a picture, he was not as big as he was now.
Well, he's daddy. No, we won't do that,
well,
Sherrod.
I'm being petty because
he's thick, and that's okay. And he's thick with a beard, so he's winning. So don't do that.
Well, I'm just speaking my truth.
Okay.
Can I tell my story?
You can tell your story, but don't dog him like that.
Down after you done laid with him.
Down after you got that dick.
What dick?
No, we won't. No.
I don't want to lay.
We will not.
Okay, can I finish my story?
Enrique, you over there?
Now don't do that.
Stop.
That boy got dick. Don't do that.
In all honesty.
How you know?
Yeah.
No, let me stop. Because y'all will put that out there. No, I'm just saying.
Okay, now listen. No, for real. I met him, and I thought he was cute.
Why y'all so messy? You done brought a messy spirit to the King in Conversations couch. We ain't never been this messy.
I met him.
Give me that damn fan production shit.
All we're doing is asking questions.
Yeah, but that messy spirit. The spirit is so messy. He done sat back and not said nothing because he don't want to be involved with the mess.
I don't understand what's the mess. We're asking questions.
I'm very strategic with my.
When we start talking about dick size and all that,
that's him. We ain't said nothing about nobody.
It's the reason why I'm doing all this, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me lead up to it.
Okay.
So we met, we took a picture. That was it.
This was years ago.
Right. We found each other on Facebook, then finally Instagram. We exchanged messages. We hooked up. When we hooked up the first time, there was no, oh, you got a boyfriend, you got a nigga, nothing like that. Fast forward, I see Chasing Reality. I see he's on there.
Wait a minute, y'all hooked up. Y'all already had sex before.
Right.
Oh, so y'all had sex years ago.
Way before this. Okay.
Yes.
Now that I didn't know. Okay.
Yes, we had sex.
Or I didn't remember.
This was before he met who he's with now.
But I didn't know
Devon.
that because it was no
What
speak
I'm
of that.
asking is this...
What he said is he didn't know he had a boyfriend, but then he saw him pop up on Chasing Atlanta. So, right.
Okay.
So that's when he found out that he had a boyfriend.
Okay.
Right.
And so then when he reached out to me after I seen that, I let it be known, like, hey, I saw, don't you got to do da-da-da, and I posted it, I threw screenshots, and he clearly was like, he don't care, da-da-da-da. So time went past, and then when he reached out this time, I was just like, you know what, fuck it,
So you decided to wreck a home at that point.
I mean, yet again.
That's just a yes or a no.
But yet again, it still was no talk of that.
But see, this is the thing. This is the part, and I've always said this to you. This is the part that I think you just have to own. Once you saw Chasing Atlanta, you saw he had a man.
Right.
I don't care what he said. Let me tell you something. Niggas will say whatever they want to say to get the pussy. So at the end, let me finish.
Because I already know
let me finish. You were wrong.
Okay.
for having sex. Now, I'm not saying nothing to you. I ain't said to him. You were wrong for having sex with him and not knowing for sure if they were broke up, taking a break, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, if you did it, you did it. You got to own it. We can forgive you. We can move past it. But you have to be like, that was dead ass wrong.
And you know what? I'm not denying it. Yes, I knew. He said, I got you, you got me. Boom. That was the exchange.
What you got? Who had what?
He said,
what
you look out for me, I look out for you.
What were y'all looking out on?
What were y'all looking out on?
I mean, I got a little cash. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He got a little ass.
Oh, okay.
You know, and that's what it was. Now, let's be clear.
Now, how long was this before y'all filmed? Because from what I understand,
this was like almost a year and a half
before y'all filmed.
So,
right. So how did it come up again on the show?
Now that's different.
Mm-hmm.
Now I confided into only 2 people, and let me tell you before y'all be like, what? Why you didn't go to? Let me tell you, I had no knowledge of Devon on the show until I went to Hibachi. On the way to Hibachi, I get reached out by his partner saying, keep my mouth closed, don't say nothing to anybody, gotta know shit.
Oh, so Devon was trying to play
Dewan.
Dewan was trying to clean things up.
He was trying to just make sure I play my role.
He didn't say anything.
Cover your ass.
But see, one thing about it is, ain't nobody gonna threaten me like that or tell me when to talk, how to speak.
Can't be handled. I know
like,
that's
you
right.
can't do that.
I
hate
because you're not my man.
Me too.
And then too, the thing is, I confided into a person who's part of, you know, who I thought was a friend at the time to handle the situation as far as setting it up so I can tell him.
Who was this person? Are they on the show? That you were confided in?
They're part of the show, yes.
Who was it?
I'm not going to disclose that because everybody want to blame such and such in production. I'm going to just say they was a part of the show. And then I confided into another person, which was Queen of Reeds, Lady Monet, because at the time she told me that her and Devon were
That sounds
cool.
like a setup.
Now listen, let me tell you. All I said, and I was in the gym when I called her, I said, yo, I'm feeling weird. You know, I need to figure out how do I tell him this information. I didn't say go run your mouth. I didn't say, ooh, bitch, I'm sleeping with his man. I just said, yo, I need to know how to tell him that me and his guy had encounters before. How do I go about doing that? She took that and ran with it. Next thing you know, I'm at work, my phone blowing up.
Okay, so let's stop right there. Queen of Reeds, and this is no shade. I don't know who Queen of Reeds is. I've heard nothing but great things.
She's a messy blogger, clout chaser.
Okay, so I don't know anybody. Is she a life coach? Oh. I'm not being funny. I'm just asking a question so I can be educated.
She's not a life coach.
Is she a counselor?
No.
Why did you share that sensitive information with a blogger? That's my question to you.
Well, I didn't see her as a blogger at the time. I saw her as my friend, as a person that I trusted with information because we shared secrets with each other. So
you know secrets of her,
yes.
And she knows secrets of you.
Yes.
And you went to her for advice.
Yes.
And she's giving you advice before.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't agree with it, but that I get it. Okay. All right.
Even when I had my mental breakdown,
mm-hmm.
she was there for that.
Okay.
I confided into her for that.
So a friend.
Exactly.
But then why did this friend reach out to Devon? Wasn't it in this episode?
Because she thought I had bad intentions or ill will or how I said it.
What?
So please no. Let Enrique do this one because I'm confused.
Yeah. To me, and Lord knows I ain't up for no YouTube battle.
Right, because we ain't doing that.
I'm not that person.
Period.
But to me, it seems as if she did it with malicious intent
That's what it seems like.
To put herself into the storyline, to interject herself, to have something to say. I will say this to you.
I fell for the bait.
Yeah, I would say this.
Yeah, you gotta own this because it ain't even her fault.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, you gotta
I honestly think, and this is somebody who's way older, trying to tell you how life should go or how life is going to be. If there's a problem that you have with somebody, you can't solve that problem with nobody but that person.
That's it.
Exactly.
You cannot go to these other people because nobody's gonna ever going to deliver what you need delivered the way you deliver it.
Right.
So next time, for the future, anytime you have any situation, if you got to reach out to them, and I say call them,
Right.
Because texting gets misconstrued.
Down.
Calling
We don't even
right.
have conversations like that.
We've had.
Right.
Yeah, and it ain't work.
At the end of the day, I've
Right.
never been in this situation before, so it was new to me. So I didn't know really how to handle it, and my mom was all over the place because I don't want to have a beef with this boy. I don't know this boy.
Have you apologized to Devon?
Right.
Baby, I've apologized to that baby so many times to the point where I just got tired. I apologized to him in my sleep.
Okay.
Are y'all okay?
Me and Devon now are at a cordial place. We have a mutual respect. My thing is, once we get it and we've done that, let's just move on. We'll see each other at the reunion and we'll hash out whatever needs to be hashed finally or whatever. But my thing is, of course, with the show, we know what comes with that. We have to talk shit.
Right.
But I chose, and we both said, we're not going to get on live and talk shit. We're not going to do this. But apparently, it's been that back and forth with subliminals and this and this and that. Because I get it, he's hurt. But at the same time, I'm acting off your reactions. And
But why?
Because...
Why when you know you're wrong?
Because I've already apologized numerous of times. And that's your opinion. However, but what you're not going to do is sit up there and embarrass me, make me feel a certain type of way, because it ain't like you just found out. You've been new.
Right.
And now that you're seeing it, you're feeling a certain type of way. I get it. Cool. However, if I just talk to you and then you go and do that, I'm confused.
Okay, so this is what I'm learning while I'm handling my anger.
I can understand.
Because y'all know I'm in anger, man. I'm in therapy. When people are hurt,
Hurt people.
But when people are hurt, the only thing that heals hurt is time and space.
You're right.
You have to remove yourself out of the situation. If Devon decides to jump off about something, you don't, and I'm saying this to you because I've been a fucking cheater. I've done this shit. You don't have a right, Sherrod, you don't have a right, Sherrod, to even respond. Because at the end of the day, you were wrong. And when you're wrong, and the reason why I'm saying this is because, again, you are the star of the show. You are the one that they're looking at. You are the one being blamed. You are the one being attacked. In this situation, some situations I can go to bat for you and be like, okay, Sherrod didn't say that. Sherrod didn't say that. I know him better. But in this, you don't even have a right to say nothing, but I was wrong.
I get it. And I've said that numerous times. And that was me being petty and putting two wrongs to try to make it right.
Exactly.
I get all of that. I do. So I'm learning as well.
Right.
To just shut up. Just listen and don't respond. And also too, I know why he's really, really mad, because he did take me home and we were having a conversation. But I just couldn't, in the midst of what he was telling me, say, oh, well,
by the way,
your man done had me too. We was on Route 166, but you think I'm gonna get kicked out of the road and go?
No, see what you could have done, and I'm glad you brought that up.
Give us wisdom.
Because Devon did mention that on this
That's
episode.
right.
And I think that's why he's finding it so hard to accept your apology, because if you were truly remorseful and truly sorry, at that point you would have said, we do need to talk. We ain't got to talk right now, but call me a little later, and kind of lead into that.
But y'all gotta understand, it was new for me. I don't know this boy.
I got you.
So
right.
people coming at me like,
take that into consideration.
People coming to me like I've been in this situation before. First of all, I've never had to take anybody's man. I don't want that title.
Right.
So it was new for me because I want to like him, but I know this information, so it was hard.
Right.
And trust me, my stomach has twirled about the situation, because I'm like, I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So what the fuck do I do?
So let me stand up for you. Okay, go ahead. I want to stand up for you a little bit. I remember one day we were in the gym, and this is when you all were filming, and you were just looking so sad. And I was like, Sherrod, what's wrong, man? He was like, I just feel like I got the weight of the world on my shoulders. I'm like, bro, it's reality TV. It is not that serious. And he was like, this is. And you were like, I don't even know how I'm going to handle this. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it. And I was just like, yo, well, you know what? Always tell the truth. Always live your truth. And we had a conversation for a little bit. And even though I didn't know the details of what was going on at that time, you were very remorseful at that time. And you were just like, I got to figure out how I got to do this. And so I know while you all were filming what you were going through, unless you were putting on for me, and there would have been no reason to do that because we was in the gym sweating. So
I don't have to. That's what I'm saying. I go through real shit. This ain't for TV.
Right.
I have got hate mail over the delicious shit. I've got hate mail over this shit. I've got threats. People trying to set me up. For what? I'm just human. I'm human. If I was born perfect, I would have been a robot or Jesus.
Damn.
I'm human, so I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna make mistakes. It's what you do after the mistakes that makes you a better person. So if I can walk and own my shit, then that makes me do it.
God, I love your attitude right now. I love that.
That's it.
I love that.
That's it.
So I don't go on this show like brotherhood and I'm for it when I need to represent myself. Mm-hmm. But it's people on this platform that say, oh, unity, rapping about this and singing about this and da-da-da, but then they not speaking or saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm confused.
They're not unifying,
But then you want to sit up here and dog the next motherfucker that you talking about, but that person deep down could be trying to build and bond with you, but you steady building them down.
I said this to you in private, I'm going to say it in public. I did have a one-on-one interview with Dewan, and hopefully that will be out within the next week or so. And I will tell you this, he took he didn't blame you for shit. He took full responsibility. I don't want to go into the interview because I want the people to watch it. But he handled it like a king. And I couldn't be anything but more. I was very proud.
Well, I'm sorry if I'm being a diva, but my thing is I'm acting this way because of when you put your hands on me, I don't think you can come back from that. So I'm acting out because of that situation.
Right. But before we go into that, what were you going to say, Enrique? Because we did talk about this just recently. No, not just recently. Not too long ago. You and Dewan crossed paths. Dewan, yes. You all crossed paths. And out of the clear blue,
yes,
Dewan did tell me, he called me and told me that he did put his hands on you. He was like, Pops, I fucked up. He was very honest. And I was like, what? What did you do? What happened? So,
and it was just
why am I involved in this shit?
It was just unexpected because I'm just like, I don't speak on you. I don't talk about you. My issue is with Devon, not you.
If your issue is with Devon, your issue is with Dewan too. They're a couple.
Well, I don't know because one day they together, the next day I don't know.
But that ain't none of our business. That's right.
So you're right. But at the end of the day, it caught me off guard and it was unexpected. And then I was working.
Right.
Because I had an incident when I was at the Walk Fashion show that a bitch tried me and we actually fought.
At the show?
Hey, Mikey. ATL. Bitch, you thought I forgot? Right. Yes.
All I'm going to say is this. It's just a small little something. You have to realize because I've had...
Why are y'all the only ones with tea?
And dudes, you are a brand.
I know.
You are a brand and you're really good at what you do. And there are a lot of people who are inspired by you and they look up to you. And so the decisions that you make are very important. You have to make sure that every decision you make is a smart move because there are people in the background, there are people that are standing around and they are waiting for any little opportunity to say, see, I knew it. See, he ain't as perfect as y'all think he is. And see, he's not really like that. So any little thing that you do that may seem negative or any little thing that you may do that may seem like it's, off the scale or off the scale of being normal or whatever, they're going to use that
against
because everything that you're doing right now, when you put your all into it, you master it. You know what I'm saying? You're a good model. You're a good dancer. You know what I'm saying? So you really put your all into it.
Thank you, Malcolm.
You're welcome. People on the outside, you know what I'm saying? They're looking for any opportunity to try to tear you down. So,
well, no, I'm just saying because it's like my thing is I don't walk around like I'm cocky. I'm that nigga because
you do come off like that.
But I'm humble as fuck.
That when people get to know you, they do notice that. But you do come off that way.
Because that's from my own insecurities because
what's
of
wrong
my.
with him being confident?
Let me tell you.
That's
because
my point.
This season I talked about my birth defect. I talked about me being an ugly duckling. I'm soon going to get into my mental illness that I have. So it's like a lot of this stuff people don't know, but like you said, you judge a book by its cover, and it's like, wait a minute, y'all, wait, because you can connect on some sort of level.
If you get,
do you know how long it took me to open up about my birth defect?
Actually,
I've never.
Yes, you did. When? You opened up about it when you interviewed with Ty and I, and we were like, oh my gosh, that's right.
I never said I ate my food underneath the lunch table.
You never did.
That really got me because I did that from elementary, middle, and high school.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah. So, I've dealt with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my brother left. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's just certain stuff, you know what I'm saying, that people don't know. And it's just like, y'all, just bear with me. So if I'm cocky, it's for a reason.
Right.
If I'm confident, extra confident, it's for a reason.
That's why
It's not that I want to be better than this person, because technically we're all on this platform, but ain't nobody gotten to the Beyonce, Jay-Z level on this show. I don't walk around acting like that. You know, I stay in my lane. That's why I can be confident. I don't be like, well, I'm finna be the next Chef Boyardee. I don't do that. I'm finna be the next Rick Ross. I don't do that. I say I'm gonna be the best of me. So I'm a model. I'm gonna give you this, that. I might suck a dick, be in the menage a trois, whatever. I'm gonna be the best at.
But those are fun. So,
yeah,
but let me say this.
I love couples.
Couple shit is the best.
Oh my God, it's so dope.
Let me tell you something. Knowing that I can do my whole shit with my nigga and I don't gotta lie about it or sneak.
But at the end of the day, that's for work purposes. At the end of the day, I do want to settle down, but right now I'm just in my prime.
Right. Have fun. Live your life.
How old are you?
Oh, I don't like some of my age.
What?
Well, we won't go there, but I will say this.
Only that too, but for booking reasons too. Like,
Okay.
Right.
When you modeling,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I gotta keep that kind
Right.
I get it.
I will say this. Your pictures, especially the ones, this is no shade, but the ones that are taken by certain photographers are absolutely amazing. Right? I've seen you take some pictures that could honestly be in Vogue magazine. Especially, I think there was one that you did in some purple, and I was like, "Oh, damn!" Like you killed that.
Really good.
You did you do amazing job with your modeling. Your acting is hilarious. I will say that you do a really good job with your acting and your grinding. So at the end of the day, this is why I'm coming hard on you about this one incident, because that does not need to overshadow.
Right.
The quickest way to end it is to not say anything else after you apologize.
Right.
And own up.
And own
leave
it.
it alone.
Own it. So, as Enrique said, we do need to get back into the episode.
I'm sorry.
But I will say this, and production can attest for this. Your pictures are inspiring, because I called him and said, I just looked at Sherrod's whole spread. I need a photo shoot.
Down.
And that is literally what I said.
Down.
For real?
You do amazing.
And I mean, and I know how good I look, but
Yeah.
you inspired me.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. You do a good job, Rashad. And this is why.
His name's Sherrod.
Why do I keep saying
calling me
Rashad?
Rashad?
Who is
You
Rashad?
mixing me with
Who
Roman.
is Rashad?
Roman,
No.
my brother Roman, and his name is Rashad.
No, Roman is cute, but no, I
Did you see this
that's
last episode? That body and them dreads?
His body does look
If
good.
that
I
was
didn't
my
like the
brother-
dreads, but he is. I mean, yeah.
Hey,
He's
you!
really
Chuck,
nice.
Chuck. Whenever-
We've talked about getting around. What you think about Ike?
I'm with the pansexual thing.
Right.
Ike is cool.
I ain't talking about just being pansexual. I'm talking about.
I mean, Ike is very handsome, but at the
And
set,
has he
I
been
know
in
my
your
place.
DM too?
I know my place, and I know who he's talking to, so I'm just.
Well,
Awesome.
he's talking to several, right?
So let me say this. I'm upset with our guy, and I want to make sure I put this out here because I love me some our guy, but I am totally upset with you. I felt the comment that you made once they used the word pansexual in reference to Ike. As soon as they said pansexual, first thing our guy said was hoe. Now, I'm pansexual and I am a hoe, but that don't mean.
I guess,
That's
but
a
you know,
great
everybody has their beef, and I think our guy and Ike's beef.
But I love our guy.
Is deep, you know. And at the end of the day, it's probably really just something that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
our guy has a man, Ike has a man, so really I just don't see the need
At
for
the
them to go
time,
back and forth.
during that episode, Ike was just really being a finesser. I know I love that word.
You do.
But he
But
said,
Oh, and your pink
But-
shirt was so cute with the word finesse.
Yeah, I like that. But yeah, he was just finessing, and Redrick was feeling some type of way because
Redrick is thick, baby.
he was leading her
Redrick is
on.
thick.
You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
stallion.
He was leading her on, all up in her face, all this yeah, like he was leading her on.
And
How
then
mu-
playing on words.
Definitely, he said, because I never asked her on a date. That's why I didn't want to
And
use the word date.
He made sure
I said,
he
"Come on,
kept
player,
clarifying.
player."
You know what I'm saying? Oh, he a player.
What
He
else
is a
happened in
little-
the episode?
He
He
is
is
a
a
little.
player.
He is a little player. The other thing I don't really want to get into because I thought was your godson. You probably need to check him. That was just too much for
Akeem.
Akeem.
Well, no, for me.
Well,
and
I did think it was. I'm gonna cut you
Go
off, but I thought it was unfair how he gets this whole segment at the laundry store or
To
whatever.
just,
Right.
But
to
then you
just
cut my
leave-
fashion. You
just
cut my
leave voice
fashion show
messages.
short.
I was
But you
like-
want to show him dressing up with fabrics and cussing out Dre Simber voicemail, baby.
28.
22.
I'm gonna say 22 messages. Do you know? No, seriously, that goes into a psychosis.
Yes.
You have.
Oh my
reached
God,
a
I didn't think you was
fine-
gonna agree with
was,
me.
I was actually about to tell you because I told Marco on the way over. I felt like they were just trying to give him a scene, so they had to create something.
Cause he don't
That was
Because
horrible.
the way, and I'll say this, and I'll call Akeem and tell him the way he said, "Dre Simba, I fuck with you. You punk ass hoe. You on drugs.
Right.
You can't fuck with somebody
Which
and
one
ride
is it,
with them
baby?
and then tell them that."
Which one is it?
And so I was really, when I was watching it, I was sitting like cringing, like, why would you?
You do
this?
know that's what he does all the time.
I've been known since he was 14.
He said to me, Sherrod, I love you, but you just a fucking like. It's like you can't say you love and then dog somebody in the same sentence. Like he does that all the time, and then wonder why don't nobody want to talk to him. But
you can do it. It's just the wording. You have
Right.
to like your
Well, I'm sorry, I can't do you, Akeem.
Speaking of wording and verbiage,
now you got to own your shit, sir.
Speaking of wording and verbiage, you all know these people better than I do. Is this how these people really talk?
Yeah, because if you don't know if you can't pronounce a word or read a book or spell, then please do not read accompanying and green screens if you do not know how to pronunciate a word or know how to use it in a sentence.
And because I don't know Akeem, and I've never done an interview with Akeem, I don't know if that's how he actually talks. Now, I have been in private settings with Devon, and Devon has spoken very good English, like not misusing words, not saying, the wrong word in the wrong place. I don't know if he's doing that just for the show or if he is maybe nervous and that's happening. But in private spaces, I've never, he talks very educated. So I don't know if it's like maybe a show thing or what, but I've always kind of wondered, because y'all know that better than I.
Incorrect grammar makes my ears ding.
Like he's like, you proving it. He's like, you proving everybody right. Like stop proving everybody right or wrong. Stop proving everybody wrong. I'm like, what?
Yeah, he said it twice.
Adultly, it's very adultly.
Shut up. There's a lot of words that are misused.
I like adult
on the show.
Yes, and I'm like, what in the fuck? But anyways,
and for some reason, John just keep all them.
I can't wait to this reunion.
Horrible grammars.
The reunion is gonna be so wonderful.
I will say that I appreciate.
Are you coming to fight?
No.
Okay. Thank God we don't need no more fights. No. Your homegirl did enough.
Let me tell you, Sherrod Antoine Willis Rodriguez Barres Johnson is not. I don't go around picking fights with people. However, I will stand up for myself.
Did you see your face?
Yeah. Did they cover every uncle you had?
No, well, my dad is Puerto Rican and white, and my mom is black.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So you already know.
And then say all the names again.
So you really are a Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I just can't speak it. I can understand. I can understand delicious. I know. I can understand her.
Okay.
But I just can't.
I will say this about her. This particular episode, she did well.
Be nice.
No, when I say she's doing well, literally, I thought she was about to get up here and make an excuse for her crazy behavior, and she didn't. Yeah. And I was sitting there. I was actually on the treadmill today because I didn't watch it till today. I was like, "Thank you."
Yeah.
But she always owned her shit. It's just never been shown.
Child,
it's never been shown.
Well, okay, awesome. It was good to see her humble. It was good to see her in a position of ownership and just.
Very lady.
She was like, I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to talk about how I'm moving on and I'm just doing better.
Right.
I was like, come on,
even
bitch.
After that fight with our guy in the car, she was like, Sherrod, damn, I shouldn't have done that. Like, what the fuck? But they're not going to get that on camera. If they do, they're not going to show it. But I want to say that to say this. If I don't have a problem with you or we never had an issue, let's not make it or create one, because it's a lot of shit in the world. Right. Why do you want a problem with me? I don't want a problem with you. I'm in my lane, you in your lane.
Do you want peace with your cast members?
I really do.
Ask them. Tell them. This is your opportunity.
Damn, they all got a problem?
Come on. Just tell them.
No, he's saying the ones that have a problem.
This is your opportunity. Tell them you want to.
Well, see, I don't know if I interviewed Charlie yet, so I already know.
Listen, just go and put it out there.
I just want to say this. Like, I'm in my own lane. I'm in a peaceful space in my life. I don't want issues with you guys.
None of them?
None of them. And, either, let's at least be cordial and just mind our business and do what we got to do. At the end of the day, we hold it down. We have to lead by example. Right. Somebody do. So why don't we all do it together?
Right.
Well, I'm going to say this, because this is going to really counteract what you just said. Because if we go back to the beginning of when you first started talking, when you were being petty, at that point, that just contradicted you saying you don't want beef. Because when I'm looking at this interview and you were petty with me, and then you come back later and say, I don't want the beef, then it kind of...
Well, see, I explained why I was petty, though, because of the incident that happened. However... In all naturality, I don't want any problems with anybody. Right. But don't think that you can just bully me and pick on me.
I'm with you
I'm not
on
taking that shit.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
It's a difference.
Yeah, that's the space I'm in life right now too.
It's a difference.
I'm not taking your shit. I'm with you.
You
And I don't care what I gotta do.
I don't give a care who can beat my ass.
Down.
You gonna beat my ass.
But you gonna walk away limping.
I'm gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say. You gonna be bloody or scratched up or
down. You gonna be going to the hospital.
But I'm gonna say what I got to say.
We both going to bed.
Listen.
We gonna both be in grade.
Let down together.
I say that all the time.
Working on my body and stuff. Like,
stand up, let us see. Turn around. Turn all the way around. Make it jump.
Sherrod.
Bend over.
There
you go.
Is he really?
There you go. Now turn
is
back
he
around.
twerking
now,
on our show? See, you know what? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why this nigga probably believe he could do it, because Ty let him do that shit on the last show. Where they was all twerking and doing all,
No, you the one that said we could be in our underwear.
I did say that.
Right, thank you very much. He the one that said we could be in our underwear. And
but me and Ty was filming in our underwear anyway.
But that was a banging ass episode.
That was a
But back to the subject hand. Episode 7 was cool. However, I'm not looking forward to the other episodes.
Yes, because we do see that you get into another fight.
Yeah, and me and this person, we are on
Who
good
is
terms.
the person?
It was Akeem. It was December.
Why was December in Florida? Where were y'all at?
I was hosting an event at Veranda. Delicious was performing. She got out of there.
Come on, bitch. Delicious was like, y'all not
no problems. Y'all not putting me
up. She said, I'm gonna hit it. She said, I'm gonna hit it before anything happens. But that big commotion.
But y'all went out of town though.
Oh, that trip was a mess too.
Did you got into it then too? You were crying?
No, that was here.
Oh, that was in Atlanta.
Oh no, that episode that you see, I was just fed up.
Okay.
I was just fed up. I was really fed up because I'm like, y'all not gonna keep trying to fight me and come at me over what? I didn't did this. Like I was just done. So you had police and all that.
So what's going on with December? What is
December? December is really in a good space. It's just he feels like he gets done over by this show because it's like you don't want us to talk about him, but yet you show him and you talk about him in every situation. So what is it? At least if you're gonna talk about the boy, let him have a green screen or something so he can say what he got to say because he feels really blackballed.
Right? Why won't y'all let him have one?
I don't know. That's their situation. All I can know is what he confides into me, and it's like what me and December are doing. That's growth. Mm-hmm. When you can fight a person, but y'all spend all this time fighting, but y'all have so much in common.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how other people don't see that. They just see us fighting at the AIDS event last year, and now y'all friends. Well, it's growth, sweetie.
But you all fought at the reunion, from what I understand.
We only fought at the reunion. That's because I ran past him backstage because I was trying to get to Corday. And then he threw that bottle. We talked about that last night. But he said when I fought him at Veranda, he saw a look in my eyes that he had never seen before. And I said, you take me there. Because if Raheem wasn't standing in front of me, him and Akeem was going to get it. So
you done fought December
3 times.
You done fought Akeem. You done fought Dewan. Who else you done fought? You done fought Hey Mikey. You done fought, who else you done fought?
Charlie.
Oh shit.
We keeping it too.
Oh,
we keeping it too.
What the hell is?
Why would you fight Charlie? It's a question.
You know how people just say they are privileged? Like that boy is privileged. He can show up to set when he wants to. He can say what he wants to and feel like he can't get touched, penalized, nothing.
But you the star.
But it's a reason why I fought or we got an altercation because I can't. When is this gonna air?
It's probably gonna be.
Don't
that down. Because we don't know.
Okay, well,
and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying we don't know because we have like back episodes.
Don't put no pressure on him.
Because Rob will be like,
"This is an exclusive tea.
I have 5 things to do."
Hopefully, y'all don't put this out soon. But I'm gonna say he kicked me out of his party.
I don't know why that tickled me. Ooh, that tickled me. Ooh, that tickled me.
Okay, cut that shit out. Cut it out. Okay, all right.
So.
What happened?
This next episode that you're going to see, he had a birthday event.
Who?
The last episode ended. Charlie.
Oh. The R guy and them.
I went there on good faith.
Were you invited?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
By who?
I can pull it up.
By who?
I was just invited.
Okay.
Because everybody got the same invite.
Okay.
Who invited you, though?
I got invited.
What child they didn't want you there?
Well, I didn't know that, but this is the thing. Don't have me take time because I had a hosting again.
Okay.
So I went there. I said, you know what? I'm gonna show up and show support because you and Delicious on bad terms, but that don't mean me and you have to be. And I want to show
so that's
growth.
why they blocked you.
So I get there. The Jack security guard tells me. Now, mind you, I was out there for a good 20 minutes. Me and my homeboy Calvin.
Okay.
In the car. Production, they're like, wait, don't show up yet. Don't come up yet.
Okay.
And then they was like, okay, come on, we good. We got everything set up. I get up there. The dude like, oh, sorry, we've been informed we can't let you in. Why? Yeah, you're not allowed. I don't know why, sir, but you got to go. I said, you got to be kidding me, right? And then all hell broke loose from there. And so that
who the hell break loose in?
I
broke loose.
Because my thing is, don't send everybody else out here. Why are you not coming to me?
So
you got our guy coming out here. You got Redrick.
But
you got
why
Thor
was you
coming
mad
out.
Charlie didn't want you there?
But this is the thing. Me and Charlie have not seen each other since that restaurant. We were on good terms. That's why I didn't understand why the fuck you didn't let me in your party.
Okay, let me tell you this, and this is I love Charlie too.
Sherrod, you a little diva.
Down. But let me say this.
You a little diva.
When I know someone doesn't like me, I don't really fuck with their friend. And I'm not being funny. I don't. Because if you are already on my enemy's side, and I know
Birds of a feather flock together.
And everybody says that a lot. But you got to think too. I was out of town most of the time. So as I'm coming back into town, I'm hearing about all these events. I'm thinking if I'm getting invited, I'm going to go.
But okay, Sherrod, think. Now listen, you are very intelligent.
But everybody can't be up to speed like me. So maybe I was just thinking like brotherly bond, show love, da.
But
people want to be petty. Let them be petty.
Sherrod, being a little diva.
But I got that ass back though.
Sherrod, but this is what I'm saying. Most people, if they fought someone, they don't fuck with their friends.
Right.
Now I'm gonna tell you this. Not too long ago,
I
saw. First of all, 9 times out of 10, they didn't invite you. It had to be something that was set up. But anyway, listen. Not too long ago, I saw my enemies, what so-called enemies, best friend. It was very hard for me to speak to them because I know if I don't F with you, I'm not effing with your best friend either. And on this show, you and Delicious do come off as Bonnie and Clyde. So I would not want you there either. So to me, Sherrod, it would be easier for you to send a text and be like, listen, Charlie, whatever shit you and Delicious got going on, that ain't me. Because I've had some of my so-called enemies' friends say, but listen, whatever you and so-and-so got going on, that has nothing to do with me. Me and you still good. So you could have done that to let him know that, yo, whatever y'all got going on, whatever. Now, if you wanted a scene and you just wanted to turn up, okay.
Now, see, that's and now people probably gonna think that like why come? But this is the thing. I told production. I said I have an event to go to. They was like, well, Charlie's having a birthday party. I'm sure you got the invite. I said we all got the invite. He was like, just come. Said it's gonna be fun. I said, well, him and Delicious ain't cool, but I'll still come.
So you were already apprehensive.
Yes, I was like, maybe I should. You know what I'm saying? But I went on good faith because we didn't have any bad blood, so I thought. And then he's always talking about brotherhood and sisterhood and boss bitch and this and that. So girl, put some boots. Come on, step it up. This is your time. However, it went totally wrong. That next day, I had that event at Veranda. He was there. So my anger and frustration was from that, and then December popping up and Akeem and So
you just lost it.
I lost it.
So you did like Monique and just blacked out. I did. Oh no, and I'm not. We all know I'm the king. I blacked out too. So, okay.
But we fought at the skating ring when I had my skating event because he showed up and he wasn't invited.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
But I need to ask you this.
Because he listen.
Baby.
It's a lot of juice. And then when people
because you have spilled a whole lot. But let me say this. Why?
When I had that knife on that cabin trip. And then you're going to bring your friend.
Sherrod, why would you get upset if somebody don't want you at the party?
It's the principle, sir.
You didn't have to pop off.
I only popped off.
Well, this thing was bitch, if you don't want me here, why you send me an invitation?
Thank you.
Got me standing out here looking like a goddamn fool.
Him like,
I done got all of my shit.
My thing is, I waited outside for 20, 30
from
minutes.
From an invitation that you gave me, bitch.
Thank you,
and then you gonna turn around and tell me I can't fucking come in?
Mocha, I'm sorry, and I'm going to say this on camera. Don't be defending him because you want some ass, my nigga. Like, I mean, I'm just being honest.
But
the truth is, I do agree with y'all. I really do agree. I'm trying to be
It's okay, Daddy. I got you.
Like, why the fuck would you invite me?
But let me tell you though, no, because
and then tell me I
was pissed because I waited outside that long only to be told you're not invited.
Child, the blogs are gonna have fun with this, honey. Next thing y'all know, y'all gonna be together. Y'all gonna be fucking. Y'all gonna be.
Thank you guys. This has been a wonderful interview. Make sure you guys
close. You don't close
you
the shit.
Close
Set the fuck shit. You a guest.
I'm telling you here, G. He just think you just. You see?
This is why these hoes don't like you.
That's why.
You're not gonna take over this show. Now you took over G Status, but you ain't taking over Kingz Conversations. We the ones do this shit up over here, Kingz Conversations.
I'm sorry.
And well, Kingz Conversations.
Well, make sure y'all come to the premiere this Saturday. Shout out to Rodney Chester, my mentor. I love you. And I'm doing big things. Make sure y'all follow me.
Sherrod, we have no doubt, and you are absolutely hilarious. You are an entertainer. Yes. You are funny, and God knows you are talented out of this world.
Thank you. And I'm still getting my shit together. I'm fixing my shit.
Praise
shout
him.
out to Amani Van Zach.
Oh, yes. Big shout out to Amani. Yes.
We love you.
Yes. We love her.
She talks to me every day. She makes sure.
Because I like it and I'm grown.
And stronger. and
better. Yes.
So I'm getting it together. I'm not perfect because if I was, I'd be a robot or Jesus. But I'm human, so I'm going to fuck up. But like I said, I'm going to get back on the right path. You know?
Okay. Well, you did really good with this interview.
Thank you.
And even though we didn't review the show.
We did.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
but we talked about the show.
Because episode 7 was really mostly Akeem acting a fool and then Devon talking to them about his event and me.
Right.
You know,
but Devon showed growth in this episode, actually. He was
very
mature, Devon.
Yes, he did.
But like I said, and I want to make this clear, Devon, I apologize to you. And it's definitely sincere. You know, we've had conversations, we've had talks. And by all means, my heart was in the right place. My intentions were off.
Come through, truth. Damn.
There you go.
Can't do nothing but respect that.
Well, listen, everybody. This is what we love to do here at Kingdom Conversation. Now, I will admit, this was a little bit more
unorthodox
than what we normally do.
I enjoyed it.
Me too.
I'm hungry.
That satisfied that good old messy side of me.
Yeah.
But Sherrod, thank you so much for coming. And I'm sure that the followers and the viewers and the fans, they are going to absolutely love this. You have spilled enough tea. You definitely made us interested to watch next week. Because I definitely want to see.
Next week, I thought they said.
Week after next.
Oh, the week after next.
It's a 2-week break.
2 weeks?
And let me say this. Episode 7 was dropped last night. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. Because I ain't going to spill that tea.
I'm just saying it was dropped last night. Usually it's on Sunday, but it was dropped last night.
Oh, I was certain somebody.
Because I went looking for it Sunday, it wasn't there.
Yeah, I looked for it Sunday too.
It
And
wasn't there.
I mean, I was high, but I
never
still look
at it until Tuesday anyway.
All right, listen, everybody. Please make sure that you follow us on all social media. Make sure you like, share, and comment.
And
subscribe. And I know y'all going to have a whole lot of comments for this joker right here. But we love you, man.
Yes, follow me on S.S.
We professional. We got your shit.
You good? You ain't got my Just for Fans?
We're not putting your Just for. I don't put my Just for Fans. My OnlyFans on there. We're not putting yours on there either. They can go to your. They can go to your Instagram and get your shit.
It ain't on my Instagram.
Well, then go to your Twitter. All right, listen, everybody.
DPG2. Okay. No, I love y'all.
No, seriously, everybody. Make sure that you share, subscribe, and comment.
Shout out to my Royal Bellas, Delicious and Rome.
Child, we got to go because he's doing the most. Everybody, we love y'all.
Hey.
Talk to y'all later. Bye.